Hello, my name is Dr. Allan Hunter. This is my book, The 6 Archetypes of Love, the most recent book, and today I'd like to address the topic of soulmates. Many people ask me, because of the book, they ask me, well, how do I find my soulmate, the person I am destined to be with? And it's a very intriguing question, because I have to tell you, we all have a soulmate. That's not in any doubt at all. What is in doubt is whether we will find that person, and if we find that person, whether we will be able to recognize what a soulmate actually is. So, one of the things I'd like to talk to you this morning about is some of the ways that we get confused as to what a soulmate might be. We sometimes think that if only we were cleverer, slimmer, more athletic, had a better tan, we would inevitably find this soulmate. When I speak with groups, with my counselees, there is an overriding sense that the person is out there who will complete me, who will make me a better person, who will bring my life forward the way it's supposed to be. That, my friends, is the problem. You see, nobody can complete your life except you. Nobody can love you until you love yourself. Until you love yourself, until you accept yourself with your wonderful abilities, your frailties, the things you tend to be a little shy. Nobody can love you until you do that yourself. Then, I promise you, when you are fully at peace with who you are, you will radiate what it takes for your soulmate to find you and claim you, and you will recognize your soulmate right away. Let me give you an example of what that means. I'll give you a personal example for me and my soulmate, but it's one that I think you'll find many other people have experienced. I looked for many years for a person I could regard as my soulmate, my partner in life. I was married, I was divorced, and I was wondering whether this was ever going to happen. And at a certain point, or several certain points throughout my life, I found myself saying, if the relationship is not going to be really good, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not going to put up with second best. And incidentally, Catherine, my soulmate, I discovered later, was saying the exact same thing in a slightly different way. She was saying, I'm not going to put up with anything that is second rate. I'm going to expect the very best. And we each of us admitted that we were very happy in our lives before we met each other. We had creative, abundant, loving lives, and we accepted who we were and our shortcomings. And so literally, when we met, and we tell the story of how we met, which seems to have been hedged round with the most extraordinary coincidences. When we met, we looked at each other and we said, this might well be the person I need in my life. Notice, we didn't say, this is the person who can complete me, this is the person who could make my life easier. We said, this might be the person we need in our lives in order to continue being as fully ourselves as possible. For that's what your soulmate should be. Your soulmate is not there to back you financially, although that may be part of it. Your soulmate is not there to smooth away the difficulties that you never got around to smoothing for yourself. Your soulmate is not there to do your work for you. Your soulmate will appear when you've done enough of your own work to say, now, to do the rest of my soul work of becoming fully human, now I need to be in partnership with someone who is pointed in the same direction. It is one of the joys of my life that being with my soulmate, Catherine, has allowed me to be more creative than I could ever have been on my own. I have written more, I have spoken more, I have developed more of my own ideas than I ever would have been able to on my own, simply because when two people are together, the two energies mesh and then grow. Similarly, I think for her, she was a creative person before we met, but I think our being together has allowed her to grow that creativity, to grow that awareness in new ways. So this is the bottom line. Our soulmate may not be what we imagine if we watch Hollywood movies. Our soulmate may not be the most glamorous, the most wealthy, the most intelligent, in worldly terms, person that we've ever met. But that person may be intelligent in terms of the heart. And when our heart meets another heart that is at the same frequency, the same vibration, then, my friends, we have a soulmate we can work with. The role of the soulmate is not to make your life easy like a vacation on the beach, although life will certainly get easier and more joyous because you're with a soulmate. No. The role of soulmates together is to continue growing, to continue awareness, and from that growing awareness will come deeper, more passionate love, real love. Many people think their soulmate has to look glamorous and be good in bed. Well, that's very nice, and we've all had relationships like that, I think. But if you are working from a place of real, deep attachment to a person, your love life will take off as never before. I promise you this. So think about your soulmate in a different way, and you may well find your soulmate is closer than you expect. There's an old story told about the largest diamond in the world, which was found at Kimberley sometime at in the middle 1900s. And this diamond was not found by the workers who were working in the pit. It wasn't found by the specialists who grade the rocks as they come up from the pit. In fact, this diamond, the largest diamond the world has ever known, was found on the trash heap. Why? Because it was such a huge rock. That's what diamonds look like in the rough. They look like opaque, rugged rocks. It was so huge that everybody looked at it and said, that can't possibly be a diamond. And they threw it on the scrap heap. It was found by a picker, a man who was scraping around to see if he could find little diamonds. There is this huge thing. The same thing can happen with us and our soulmates. We're looking for diamonds, but we may look right past gold in the process. Or we're looking for a diamond that is a certain size and a certain shape and has to confirm itself to what we expect. And the real diamond is right there. Your soulmate is out there waiting for you. Perhaps your soulmate is already with you. And it is the most precious gift any of us can ever have. I hope this will help you in your search for what is one of the most important things in our lives, meaningful relationship with another at the deepest possible level. Thank you.